Welcome to Take a Card, Make a Card, a show where we need to make a specific wrestling card, the best one possible, given whatever the random stipulation is. My name is Evan,
I am Javier.
and we are going to try to make a card based on whatever random stipulation we get from the Take a Card, Make a Card little pack of cards we have here. Javier's going to pick a number, and then we're going to pick one of these cards. Now, let's go through the rules. You see them on the screen. It is a 5-match card, so we need to make our dream essentially takeover. Because we all agree takeovers are the right amount of length.
Yeah, 5 is good. 5 is a good number.
5's perfect. No wrestler can be repeated, so that means no 5 John Cena matches or no 5 King Mabel matches.
I tried to veto that rule, but
we need it. No title can be repeated, and we have 5 minutes to research and create. So from the time that we see what the stipulation is, I don't know what stipulation is going to be. It's a 1 in 13 chance of whatever it's going to be. Javier doesn't know what stipulation is going to be. We have 5 minutes to make the card, and then we're going to go back and forth. There's also a real possibility that we come up with the exact same cards. It's statistically unlikely.
Possible.
But there is a possibility we come up with the same cards. And then you in the comments will decide who had the best card. So Javier, the Take a Card, Make a Card is on the screen. You have options 1 to 13. What are you taking?
I'm taking number 6. It's my favorite number.
Number 6. Number 6 is each match must include second or third generation wrestlers.
Ooh.
Each match must include second or third generation wrestlers.
Now, just, for clarification purposes, that doesn't mean second or third generation like they were in like WWE. Just in general.
In general, they must be a second or third generation wrestler. And there must be at least just one. It can be doesn't have to be all. Like, it doesn't have to be just guys or girls who are second or third generation, but they must be a second or third generation wrestler.
All right.
That is the rule. All right. I have the timer. It is set for 5 minutes. And the time starts right now.
5 minutes later.
Right. We have completed our
Yes, we have.
Our research period. The research period is complete. We've got this.
Done.
Now it is time for us to go. One of us goes first, the other one goes second to reveal their entire card. It is on our system that you won't steal anything from the other person's card, essentially.
Yes.
Now, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I would like you to go first.
Okay. This was a lot more tricky than I thought.
Yeah.
That's putting it bluntly. This is a lot harder than I thought. So I just try to think of who are the best second generation wrestlers that I can think of and what's a fun match for them and building it from there. So I'm going to go from my opener all the way down to my main. My opener is one of the greatest tag team matches of all time, and it includes three technically second or third generation wrestlers. Los Guerreros versus Angle and Benoit versus Rey, Mysterio, and Edge from Survivor Series 2002 for the tag titles.
That's a good one. I didn't have that. I wish I did.
It's a great tag match. I was trying to find a tag match that I could use on the card, and that was the one. That was the one I wanted to go with.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to follow that right up.
Oh, no. I get to go first entirely.
I thought we were going 1 and 1.
I see my whole card. That way the people on the screen can see my whole card first.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
They can really embrace it.
Go on.
Then we get your card. Second, a couple of second-generation superstars because they're brothers. Colt versus Dustin. Give me Double or Nothing 2019.
That's a great poll.
Thank you. I was trying to figure out a way to get A Rhodes on the card, and I figured, why not both?
That's excellent right there.
Third spot. One of the most prolific second-generation wrestlers of all time, Charlotte Flair. But with Charlotte Flair match, give me the triple threat from WrestleMania 32 versus Sasha and Becky. I really like that match.
It's a good match.
It's a good match. I got a couple multi-person matches. That's good. I need something right before the main, and it's a wild time. Give me Randy Orton's star-making performance versus Cactus Jack at Backlash 2004.
Wow. Yeah, what is going on?
I'm getting a lot of variety. I'm going for a big mix of stuff on this
card. This is
a
good card right here.
Thank you. And the main, we go back to the well of having two second-generation wrestlers in the same match, again because they came from the same loins, or should I say, the same dungeon. I need Bret versus Owen, SummerSlam 1994, the cage match for the world title.
Ooh,
That's
concerned.
the card.
I was concerned there.
Top to bottom. I think I nailed it.
You did. That's a good hit rate.
Thank you.
It's a good hit rate.
It's got a little bit of everything, hard work rate in the opener and the closer.
Yes.
A lot of storytelling between Cody and Dustin. A lot of storytelling, obviously, between Bret and Owen. The Orton Cactus Jack match is like, if you like car crashes, you're going to love this.
Yeah, you
and
are.
then a really talented women's triple threat. All right. Walk me through your card. Tell me what you got.
I got concerned with your main event because my opener is the greatest opener in WrestleMania history.
Okay.
Give me Bret versus Owen from WrestleMania 10.
Okay. See, I'm glad we both went to the Bret Owen.
I got so scared.
Well.
You said Bret and Owen, and I was like, "Fuck! Please be SummerSlam! Please be SummerSlam!"
And that's the thing is, it's a dealer's choice as to which one you like better. You and I reviewed both of these matches. We covered both of these matches on the podcast at Crossbody of Work, and we found the cage match didn't hold up nearly as well, but the story was really good.
Yeah.
But the actual wrestling of the WrestleMania 10 match is really, really good.
And you know me, I'm all about my work rate.
You are a work rate guy. All right, so you got Bret and Owen.
Of work rate, an underrated gem of a tag team match.
Okay.
That involves two twin brothers.
Oh no.
Against a specific tag team that the two of us appreciate. A Money in the Bank match. Or a match from Money in the Bank. However, not the one that just happened. I'm talking about Money in the Bank 2022.
Yeah.
The Usos against the Street Profits. A hell of a match.
That was a tag title match, obviously.
That was a tag title match, yes. And then we're gonna.
Surprised. So I forgot about the Usos entirely, which is that's my fault. That's my fault.
That's a hard look
because I would have gladly thrown Usos versus New Day Hell in a Cell somewhere in there.
Oh, I don't blame you.
All right, what do you got next?
Up next, so we have my opener with brother against brother from WrestleMania.
Yep.
We've got the Usos against the Street Profits. I need something that's going to keep the people's attention.
Okay.
And what gets the people going, like one of the biggest moments in the history of professional wrestling, give me Triple H against another generational guy from the NOI family. Give me Triple H against The Rock, Backlash 2000.
Oh, I, for a very brief moment, thought you were about to put a Triple H Roman Reigns match. I was going to slap you.
No.
I was going to reach through the screen and slap you.
No.
Well, WrestleMania 32.
Actually, no. Rock isn't technically an Anoa'i guy. He's a Samoan dynasty.
Yeah, but he's a second generation, third generation, technically.
Third generation, yeah.
That's awesome.
Backlash 2000, Stone Cold coming back, all that jazz.
That is absurd.
Yes, unfortunately could not be my main event, but because of reasons we'll get to shortly. Fourth from the top, second, some would say a co-main, because I think this absolutely holds up with any match, is a work rate match. The story wasn't there, but the match was excellent. From this year's WrestleMania, give me Charlotte Flair against Rhea Ripley, WrestleMania 39.
That's the other Charlotte match I was considering, was because that match... I understand why Charlotte was upset that they didn't get the main. I do think that it was the right decision to main with Usos and Kevin and Sami.
Absolutely. It's the better story. The WrestleMania main event should always be the best story.
Agreed. But the chip that Charlotte had on her shoulder was so big. And
both of them.
Yeah, and they just came out and they delivered. All right. What is your main? What do you got?
My main event, because it has to be my main event, there's no way that a match could follow it, just for the importance of it, like just the sheer what the fuck of it all. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell. You just you can't follow that with anything else, and it's just one of those things where it had to be my main event. In my opinion, the best Cody match since his return. It's 5 stars. It absolutely deserved to be. It was a hell of a match. The guy has a torn pec. It's beautiful. So just a quick recap of my card here.
Go through it.
Bret and Owen, WrestleMania 10. We're kicking off the show with that. Following that with the Usos against the Street Profits from Money in the Bank 2022. Following that up with Triple H versus The Rock from Backlash 2000. Following that with Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley from WrestleMania 39. And we're topping things off with Cody versus Seth Rollins from Hell in a Cell. What was that? Was that actually the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view?
Yes.
2022? So. Yeah.
Now, I am surprised at who we had in common. I'm not super surprised. Like, I weirdly didn't have The Rock. I'm surprised you didn't have Eddie.
I am too. But also, like, I don't know. I was just trying to have like a little... I was thinking more about, I wanted a moment, then I wanted just a good match, then I wanted another moment, then a good match, then a moment. You know what I mean?
Who do you think is the biggest surprise that we didn't use them? Because I have one in mind.
Man.
Actually, I've a couple.
I can't think off the top of my head. I can't even think about one.
I think Randy Savage is the biggest surprise.
Oh, I didn't even think about Randy.
Yeah.
I don't think of him as a second or third generation guy is why.
Yeah. Surprised we didn't use Randy Savage. A little surprised we didn't use Mr. Perfect. Because he really wanted to get some flavor. You could go like Bret versus Perfect.
Shocked you didn't use Bray Wyatt, honestly, let me tell you.
Again, if you really want moments, Bray Wyatt's not bad for moments. But get that Elimination Chamber match in there. That's a good time.
Listen, not even just that. I would have done his Pitch Black match just so I got LA Knight on the card.
Yeah.
What everybody's saying.
Nah. So it is up to you in the comments to look at these two cards. You currently see them on your screen. They will be somewhere, one of these sides. So over there somewhere. And you will be able to tell us in the comments who had the better card based on only second and third generation wrestlers being involved in the matches. We're going to do this gimmick again. If you have ideas for things we should add as gimmicks, tell them to us, put them in the comments. Let us know. Hit subscribe for all of our wrestling content. Check out our podcast at Crossbody of Work. Hit the thumbs up. Like the video. Helps us out a lot. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back soon with another Take a Card, Make a Card. We'll talk to you then.
Bye.